Hi, welcome to the shop. The last couple videos, we talked about tool organization. I introduced you to my H.O. Studley inspired tool cabinet. And in the last video, I showed you how I built this matching cabinet with a door that opened up in front of these open shelves above my sharpening station. While this has a lot of tools that I use at my sharpening station, most of the sharpening tools are in this 6-drawer cabinet down here. The drawers aren't very well organized, so I thought I'd tackle that. And while it's a lot different than organizing a wall, I thought we would see if we can come up with some better ideas on how to organize these drawers. Let's take a quick look at how these drawers are currently organized. The top drawer, I have a tray with my 3 sharpening stones that I use the most. I've got these on a little shelf kind of thing so that I can pick that up and set it here or over on the other bench to sharpen with. Under that, I have space for some organization. I have some other stones here, some sharpening jigs. And this drawer ought to be the things that I use the most. In the second drawer, it's really chaos. I have a honing strop. I've got some different types of sharpening stones for different things. This needs a lot of attention. And in the bottom drawer, I've got some card scraper things and just a whole lot of nothing in here. So what my goal is to organize these top 3 drawers into nothing but sharpening tools. So not everything's bad with these drawers. This top drawer, my original intent was this drawer would pull out, I'd come to it, sharpen where they are, and then close the drawer. Problem was, I couldn't figure out a good way to secure the drawer, so it would just move as I was trying to sharpen, and it just wasn't working out. So I went to plan B and just lifted the tray out. Now, the tray was built before the drawer. The tray is simply 2 pieces of plywood. I took a 1/4-inch piece and routed out squares, rectangles, for each of the sharpening stones that I use, put a little finger notch to pick them up with. Then I glued that 1/4-inch piece onto a 3/4-inch piece. Now, marine grade plywood, so I don't have to worry about them getting wet. I then routed out a small finger groove here and put some non-slip material on the bottom, and I can just take it out of the drawer and put it over on my cabinet. Tanner and I'd like to take this opportunity, thank you for stopping by 320 Workshops, and ask you to subscribe and like this video. We hope you enjoy it here. We sure enjoy making these videos for you. Don't we, Tanner? Yep, we do. Now, those of you that are paying close attention might have noticed this is a new addition. This cabinet actually sat on the other end of the workshop, had wheels and a pegboard in the back, so it just wasn't getting used. So I took the wheels off to lower the cabinet, took the pegboard off so I could push it up against the wall, and made another cabinet here with some storage and a really good height for sharpening. Now, what you also could see from this drawer is I had that raised up initially to give me room to sharpen in the drawer, but what it did was it provided a lot of space below that. So I like that part. The rest of it then needs to be organized. I don't need my secondary stones up here because I just don't use them much. I do have a lapping stone, but I tend to use the diamond stone more than that one. This is a little thing I built. It's a bench hook, but I covered it in some of that rubber sealant so that it would be a little bit more water resistant and not slide around as much. And then I have a piece of non-slip material. I can just put this up here if I'm using a more aggressive stone or something like that. It gives me a nice way to do it. So this actually works really, really well. What I think I want in the top is going to be my stones, my sharpening jigs, and then probably maybe my honing board and some things like that. So for right now, I need to do is just take everything out. I'm going to organize this drawer mostly with some dividers. I've got some 1/4-inch plywood that are ripped up into 2-inch strips. And then I also have some Kaizen foam that I'm going to use for things like this 40 power loop that I don't want rattling around. Or I have a chip breaker screwdriver that I want to kind of keep it from rolling around. So I'll use it for that. And then probably in the second drawer, I'll use some other Kaizen foam to hold some other smaller sharpening stones and things that I don't want to rattle around and protect those. But we'll get to that next. So let's first of all, we'll start off with making some dividers for this drawer.
So my approach to any kind of project like this would be to design as I go. I am going to mark each piece directly from the drawer rather than measuring. I'll cut each piece as I go and fit it into place. Now you can see here I'm cutting a side piece in order to hold that one into place rather than using a routed groove or something like that. Now it's kind of the same thing over and over to get each space identified and built out. You can see here that some places the thickness is double. Now here I made a last minute change because I realized that that small thin piece would be behind where the drawer opens. So I figured it'd be hard to get out. So I went ahead and moved it forward a little bit. Again, that design as you go process. Now that the back half is divided out, I'm going to use some Kaizen foam under the tray. Now I took a picture of what I had in place so that I wouldn't lose that as I disassemble and nail that all together. I didn't want to use glue because using these little 23 gauge nails, I'm able to take it apart if I ever needed to. They're a little long, so I'm using those flat cutting, like electronic snips to cut the end of the nail off with. That cuts it flat or flush. I got my Kaizen foam and we're going to start cutting this up. That sets between the two braces that hold the tray in place. I mark it out with this long-nosed marker. Still making some modifications as how I was going to lay them out. The Kaizen foam, if you've not used it before, it's pretty simple to use. You just cut out the outline and then dig out the interior with your fingers. I know there are better ways to do this and better tools, but this works. Let's move on to the second drawer. Identifying all the different pieces I want to put in the drawer. Some of the things I'm going to leave in here and some things are not going to end up making the final cut. So starting with the front part where I knew I wanted to put the slip stones and the little small diamond sharpeners. And I'm going to make a change here. See, started making some spaces in there for the slip stones. I'm actually going to use Kaizen foam there, so I don't need that front and back braces to identify the space. So here you see I'm cutting out some grooves for those small slip stones. And that's going to hold the depth and the side pieces in place. Now after I do a few more spaces on the back of the drawer, there again, had to cut off some of the ones that poked through. I'm actually going to end up with an odd L-shaped spot. Doesn't really hurt anything, but I can always change it as I move forward.
Let's take a look at what we've got. In the top drawer, I have a nice place for all of my sharpening jigs, my honing compound, my strop. Then I have my tray with the sharpening stones on it that lifts right out. And then underneath of it, I've got my loop, an adjustment screwdriver, another honing or sharpening jig, and a lap. So that's nice and organized. Second drawer, I have my slip stones, a little curved slip stone for some gouges. I have some little slips, wood slips that I haven't started using yet. And then here are some different small diamond sharpeners. I have a more aggressive diamond stone here, an auger file to sharpen augers, this strange banana file that comes in really handy whenever I've got an odd shaped thing to sharpen. This is my block for card scrapers. Just some different little things, these rust erasers. And of course I have my little sharpening bench hook up here. Then in the third drawer, I didn't do a whole lot in here simply because this is miscellaneous stuff. At least it's more organized. I know what's in here and it's all sharpening things, not just the mishmash of all kinds of different things. So that was a pretty quick way. So that about wraps it up. I've got this organized now, good sharpening station. I've got my new bench setting here to help keep everything all in one place. I feel pretty good about the organization of the shop. I guess I better get started on that clock my wife wants me to build. Thanks for stopping by.